Hey there, my name is Lýkos and welcome back to this channel. This week we're doing a collections video. Now I don't really have any sort of official collections, like I don't collect limited editions of this or certain releases of this. I have limited edition versions of things but not part of a collection. I've not collected specifically everything in the sets and stuff like that. But don't know what my hair's doing. But yeah, so I have collections of like tarot cards and stuff like that, which I'm not going to show today because I'm actually working on putting them up somewhere. So they're just sort of in storage because I'm moving house. So a lot of my stuff is in storage at the moment. You can see that I have a, I don't know where I'm pointing, there we go. No, that way. You can see that I have an alcohol collection in the background there. It's not expensive alcohol aside from I have one expensive bottle of whiskey that I was gifted for my 18th birthday, but aside from that it's just generic stuff I bought. There's a lot of it. I'm not drinking because I'm doing dry July with my dad, but yeah, that just sits in my room. Yeah, but I've talked about my instruments that I have. I've talked about that I have played a lot of video games, so I'm actually going to show my video game collection. I have a lot of really naff DS games still. There are Game Boy games somewhere in this house. I don't know where they are. They're probably in storage by now. But yeah, so I do have older games that I probably won't show. I will probably just be focusing on my PS4 and PS2 games. And I might get out a couple of the DS games because I have to get them out. Because they're not just sitting in my room anymore. So yeah, so that's what we're going to do for this video. So to start off with, I guess we will just go over my PS4 games. So I don't actually have as many as people seem to think I own. I've never gotten rid of a PS4 game, so a lot of the times the games I've talked about that I don't own, I've played at other people's houses. These are just the games I own or we've borrowed and I'm going to buy once we give them back. And that, I think there's only one game here that we borrowed because the rest have gone back, and that is Black Flag, and that is because at the time I didn't have the money to buy it, and so a friend lent it to me so I could try it out before I decided if I was going to buy it, because I have a love-hate relationship with Assassin's Creed games. Anyone who knows I played Unity, and it spent I think a whole year trying to complete that game because there was a glitch in it that was just ruining everything. And yeah, so I have a love-hate relationship with Assassin's Creed games. I know a lot of people do, because of the glitches and the company who made them. So Ubisoft is just a mess a lot of the time. So yeah, I have, like I said, I don't have a lot of limited edition things, except for the fact that I bought the deluxe edition for Kingdom Hearts. That's why this one is in a different packaging to the rest of them. This is the titanium steelbook case for Kingdom Hearts 3. It came with the deluxe edition. It came with an art book. A pin and a what is it called, the little shadow one, the Shadow Heartless keychain that lights up. That's somewhere probably packed away by now, but yeah, so that's the only limited edition game I have. The rest are just sort of the generic editions, or my dad bought the Tomb Raider limited edition steelbook case, which looks like that. We've actually never played it. It's not even been opened. So yeah, that's my dad's game, but he's never played it, and I intend to play it once I finish playing Call of Cthulhu, which is what I'm currently playing. So yeah, that's the only other limited edition game we've got. As for, it's pretty obvious if you've actually looked around my room or anything like that, or you know me in person, as to which one is my favourite game out of all of these. a lot of people seem to think it's Kingdom Hearts because I spent a ridiculously large amount of money getting that game because I pre-ordered it, which I probably shouldn't have done. But I wanted the steelbook case with the limited edition things inside of it because why not? I did grow up playing Kingdom Hearts, the series, so that's why a lot of people seem to think that's my favourite game. But my favourite game is Bioshock, which is to a lot of people more obvious because I have a Bioshock tattoo. I have little Bioshock references around my room. There is a wooden figure of a Big Daddy over there, which I'll grab in a second. There is a portrait Big Daddy that I got with that's in a frame that's on my floor because I've taken it down because I need to pack it away. Little stuff like that. I'm trying to find a place that doesn't sell out instantly to buy pop vinyls of Bioshock because in New Zealand they sell out within like 5 minutes of being online because they very rarely stock them because it's not the world's most popular game, but obviously there's enough people to buy out whenever it gets restocked. And yeah, although I do have a couple of Kingdom Hearts pop vinyls, so yeah, I think from now I will move on to my PS2 games. I'm not sure if they will all fit on my bed, but we're gonna see. Alright, so I have a lot more PS2 games than I own PS4 games, and I've not gotten them all out because a lot of them are games that my sister played more than I did, like driving games, or stuff like that, or the really kiddie ones that we used to play when we were like 7. So I've left those alone. Some of the ones here are still kids games that I played when I was 7, but I mean they're like the classics that I think a lot of people played when they were kids, so I've left them in just because. And yeah, so we'll get around to that now. So as you can probably tell, my dad and I have a love for Star Wars and Final Fantasy because the Final Fantasy games that are there, mainly this one. Oh, that didn't sound good. There we go, fixed it. Final Fantasy games were my dad's because he loved Final Fantasy. That's what he played if he wasn't playing Black, which I started playing once I got older. Before we bought, there's more than one disc in some of these and they keep falling out. Thankfully it's not the actual game that's covers for. The games that we don't have a cover for, I think my dad would have like been given a game by a friend or something, but this is my dad's game. I didn't start playing it until I was a bit older because obviously the PS4 we bought when I was like 7, so I didn't play Black when I was 7, but when I was older I started playing that as well. Yeah. But yeah, I grew up playing Kingdom Hearts mostly, Crash Bandicoot, and a lot of Sonic. So, yeah, which is even more proven by the fact that I've just seen one of my DS games. Just found a DS game I didn't even know I owned. But yeah, so I had more Sonic games on the DS. Yeah, so that's the majority of the PS2 games that I own. There are 2 that I haven't shown that we would have loved to have played, and those are this Final Fantasy game, and I think this is the 3rd game, yeah, Grenadier 3. They look amazing and really fun, but I wish I could have played them on PS2, but these are NTSC U/C, which isn't what our PS2 runs on. As you've probably noticed, all of our ones say HAL down here, these ones don't, so they don't run on our machine. So we actually can never play these games, and I think we bought these in the UK before we moved to New Zealand because my dad knew that we were buying a PS2 when we moved here. So yeah, unfortunately we can never play these games. Yeah, but maybe I'll find a version of Grenadier and other of the older Final Fantasy games that PlayPal whenever I'm back in the UK, because there are still shops in the UK that sell PS2 games for cheap. So I might do that. But yeah, as for PS2 games, that's literally everything that is worth showing. The rest are, as I said, children's games, you know, things that you'd play when you were like really young, like Bratz, and my sister played horses a lot. But yeah, so gonna put these away, and then I'll move on to my physical collections of things relating to games. Alrighty, so to start off with, to do the easiest one first, would probably be my tattoo. So I have, this is actually a really difficult tattoo to show off, I never thought about that, the BioShock tattoo on my wrist, because of my love for the video game. So yeah, no really explanation needed. I turned 18 and I thought, I'm gonna get it done. And I did. So yeah, we'll stick on the theme of BioShock, and we'll start off with this guy because he's really delicate and I want to put him back so I don't break him. And that is my little wooden figure of the Big Daddy. So yeah, I do collect a lot of BioShock stuff. Like I said, I'm looking for BioShock pop vinyls that don't sell out fast, or if I can find them in a shop in the UK would be ideal and stuff like that while I'm over there. But yeah, so he's really cute. He took forever to build. I think it took 3 days to build because I kept having to glue pieces of the wood back together because he kept breaking. So we'll finish off the theme of BioShock with the final item I have that's really worth showing, and that is the poster that I got. I don't know if you can see him. There we go. It's of the same dude. Yeah, that's going to go up in the wall of the new house in my bedroom. It's probably going to go above the top of my bed because there won't be a window there. So he'll probably be in videos from now on once we move house. So yeah, that's the last of the BioShock stuff. So we can go on to the only other really things that I have collector's item for is Kingdom Hearts, and that's because I grew up on it, so I always look out for things to buy from them. Alrighty, so I already mentioned previously that I had a Kingdom Hearts art book. That has already been packed away, so I don't have access to grab it to show you guys, but everything else I got is still there. So this is the little light up shadow keychain. It does, where's the button? There it is. He does light up in the eyes. Very vaguely, he's not very useful at night. But yeah, so he just sits on my wall. He's just a little bit of a, what's it called, that little puffy fabric, plasticky thing with a light inside. That's all he is, really. Yeah. And then the other thing I got from the official Kingdom Hearts game box thing that I got with the game was the Kingdom Hearts 3 pin. I think that was in every single one of them. I haven't put them on anything, mostly because a lot of the pins fall off when I put them on bags, and so I don't want it falling off and losing it. So he sits on my desk, really. That's all he does. It's pissing it down with rain, so if you can hear something, that's what it is. Just an FYI. And then I have 2 Sora pop vinyls. Oh. Box is broken on one of them. I bought both of these in the UK. No I didn't, but one of these in the UK. One of them is just standard Sora with a keyblade, the other one is him with dual blasters. So yeah, that's all I really have in terms of non-game related items. There's probably more things around my house. Like I said, I have the Kingdom Hearts art book and stuff like that, but I don't have access to them probably. Yeah, so I'm gonna end this video there. I know this video is a mess. I'm moving house, so a lot of my stuff is not available to me, so I couldn't do one of my other collections. The only other thing I could have done was my alcohol, which I don't really want to be showing off because don't know the age demographic for our channel, so I don't want to be showing off my alcohol if you're not old enough to drink. And I know a lot of our followers are Americans, so that was very different to New Zealand because I am only 18 but I can drink. I could drink at 16 as long as I got parents' consent and I didn't get drunk and a parent was buying alcohol and not a friend or a family or sister. As long as it was a legal guardian I could drink. So yeah, so I'm not going to show that off because age restrictions, stuff like that. And American is a major demographic as far as I'm aware, and the laws are different there from New Zealand, so we're just gonna not do that. Yeah, I do have a lot of questions. I've been asked a lot on my Instagram from people from the channel who've watched, and I've noticed that. That's a slingshot on my wall. It's a handcrafted wooden slingshot, and that's what that is. So if you're wondering what the hell that little black Y thing that hangs up on my wall is, that's an actual slingshot. That's my phone. It's an actual slingshot just sitting on my wall. So yeah, next week I won't be able to upload videos as everything I own will be in boxes as I move out of this house on the Thursday and into the new one on the Friday. So I won't have any of my stuff. But yeah, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below on what you guys want us to do in the future, and I won't see you next week, but I'll see you the week after. Bye!